Hello, my name is Mike Poliquin, and this is Marketing by Poliquin. I will be referring to a textbook named Marketing: An Introduction, authored by Gary Armstrong and Phil Kotler. Dr. Kotler probably is the premier guru of marketing in higher education across the world. So I'm pleased to refer to his book, and I've used many of his books in various and sundry schools. Anyway, so we're going to discuss marketing. And what is marketing? Marketing starts out with a buyer and a seller. Very important. The buyer is someone who has wants and needs. We'll start out with needs. And this is basic. This is everything. If it's commercial, industrial, consumer, whatever marketing it is, we always start out with needs. So an example would be, so you have to go to work. You need to get to work. How are you going to do that? Well, you have choices. You can walk. You can ride a bicycle. You can take public transportation. You can buy a motorcycle. You can buy a car. So you're going to make a decision. It's too far to walk. It's too hot here to ride a bicycle. I could take a cab, but that's expensive every day. So I've kind of made a decision. Remember I had needs. My need is that I have to get to work. My want is I want to buy a car. And we'll go further with the want. But I want to buy a car. The other person in this equation is the seller. The seller has a car, whether it's an individual, whether it's a car dealership, a used car lot, a new car. They have what you perceive that you want. So we have a buyer and a seller, and marketing helps them find each other. The buyer has a need and a want. The seller has something of value to the buyer. Oh, by the way, the buyer has something of value to the seller also, and that would be some form of money, trade, credit card, whatever it is. So we're going to have value for value. Under Kotler's thinking, we will use a thing called the 4 P's of marketing. These are principles of marketing. There are some people out there that will tell you that we have the 4 A's of marketing. Others will tell you that we have the 7 C's of marketing. But in reality, we really have the 4 P's. And the reason that I select the 4 P's as opposed to others is because really what we're doing is we have control over the 4 P's. The 4 P's are adaptable to our process. I will share it with you. We're going to start out with, as we talked about, we have buyers and sellers. So the first P is going to be product. And that can be product or service. But it's going to be product. Products have features and benefits which differentiate products from one another. There's a difference in cars between a Chevrolet and a Mercedes-Benz. If you go shopping, if you buy groceries, if I need food, I need to eat. Actually, you need to eat, so you need food. I'm going to have to go buy food. So now I'm a buyer of food. So now my decision is, where am I going to buy food? Am I going to go to Publix or am I going to go to Walmart? Now, therein lies a marketing issue because we have different products. We certainly have different prices. We have different ways of promoting, of communicating. And we have different places, different locations, different ways of doing business. So anyway, let's go back to our product. So a product is something that solves the need or problem of the buyer. It has certain features and benefits that may make it more of a want. We have a need than we have a want. So the buyer looks at products and says, I like this product because of its features and benefits, and it solves my problem. The next P, so the first P was product. The next P is price. So we make a decision as a seller, as a manufacturer perhaps, or as a seller of our price. The buyer makes a decision also. That price is too high, that price is too low. What's the price point? Can I afford it? Do the features and benefits of that product match the price point? In other words, if you make a decision buying groceries and you're going to buy from Publix, Publix is more expensive than Walmart, admittedly. And that's where they want to be. They want to be more expensive because in the higher price gives an illusion or an appearance of better quality, perhaps better customer service. So they choose that. So you've noticed with our product, we can adapt it. We can change our product. We can change the features and benefits to appeal perhaps to a different market or an additional market. Price is the same way. If we price a product, we are looking to a specific group of people, a group of people with shared experiences, shared features, shared wants and needs. That would be a market. So we have those people that shop at Walmart because of price, probably, and they can, the other things are not important to them, just price. Publix, on the other hand, says we're going to charge a higher price and we're going to give better customer service. You won't wait in line at the checkout because we're going to have more checkers there to service you. So we have product and we have price. The next one is place. And this is not specifically a place. This is a way of doing business. And by this I mean, are we going to do business? Are we going to sell online? Or are we going to sell in a brick and mortar store, a building? As a buyer, are you going to buy online or are you going to buy at a store? Whatever is your preference. We have other things you can do. You can buy online and pick up at the store. Target, Walmart would be good examples of that. So the place could also be determined by a channel of distribution. The manufacturer wants to sell to a consumer. How does he get that product to the consumer? A lot of manufacturers might sell to a wholesaler, who then sells to a retailer, who then sells to the consumer. Walmart does not buy through a wholesaler. They are the wholesaler and the retailer. Publix, in many cases, is the same way. Large stores buy directly from the manufacturer, and they perform their own wholesaling / warehousing function. Okay? So that's place. And remember, as with product that we can adapt, as with price that we can adapt, we can also adapt place. We can change, depending on our market, what our place or channel of distribution is. The last P of the 4 Ps is called promotion. And promotion is how we communicate with our consumer, with our customer. And that could be public relations. It could be advertising of different forms. You, as a consumer, participate in marketing every day. You participate in promotion every day. If you read the newspaper, either in a newspaper or online, there are ads. If you read a magazine, there are ads. If you drive down the street and you see a billboard, that's advertising. If you listen to the radio, unless you subscribe to something that doesn't have ads, there will be ads. So that's really how a seller communicates to the buyer. So there's the 4 P's, and they're all adaptable. So you may say, how do we know who our customer is? Well, that's part of the magic of marketing. And we do that through segmentation. We do that through research. We find out what consumers, what needs do they have, and how can we meet them? How can we meet their needs and wants? So that's what we're going to talk about at later dates. I hope you have a great day. This is Mike Poliquin. Goodbye.